Welcome to Curious Conversations with Tully and Sarah.
We sit down and chat with business owners, entrepreneurs, and some of the best conversation starters.
This is a podcast about real life lessons and people doing cool shit.
What up, baby cakes? We're back.
2 episodes in one day. What is happening?
Oh my
And
God.
I'm still here.
Time.
Oh my God. And we've got a special guest.
I haven't moved from the last episode. I'm still here.
Well,
We're
who
just
knows,
missing legs.
who knows what order this comes in? Maybe we'll put Alexa's one out first.
Yeah, of course
Elisha,
we will.
how are you?
Very good.
What made you say yes? I ask you every week to come on
I know.
Curious.
She's in a mood
surprising
today.
you.
Oh, I
Just feel
like it.
surprising you.
It's a way to get the engagement up. How
SNS
are we
still
all?
not straight. Good. I'm freezing in here, but I'm good.
You were cooking up a storm
I was
on the last episode.
Yes, I was sweating and now I'm cold.
I can't
But I'm
help it,
good.
It's perimenopause.
What are we going to talk about now?
Perimenopause.
I thought
Is that what you
yeah,
said?
perimenopause.
Can't say I'm in perimenopause yet.
Perimenopause. Oh, I thought we would talk about Stitch Up. What's been going on? Tully and I have obviously spoken about Tully Lou quite a few times on Stitch Up.
I promise we won't cry in this
I'm
episode.
not on Stitch
Maybe.
Up, on Curious.
On Curious,
Curious,
that's
sorry.
what I meant.
We're
Sorry.
here on Curious Conversations,
And
everybody.
Curious, and Stitch Up is
Yes.
also a big part of our life. So
Yes. And we're also closing that down.
no, we're not.
Imagine.
One, we're not closing Tully Lou down.
Oh, you've changed your mind.
We were never.
Oh, here we go.
Well,
Bullshit.
we
You
didn't
were
know.
like, I don't know.
We were like,
And then you were having a go at me because I was like, you can't just get rid of it. And then you're like, you don't know.
we're just like not putting so much pressure on it and just kind of focusing on the things that sell, which are leggings.
Yeah, well, never shutting it down.
Never say die.
Never
Yeah.
say that. It's,
We
we're
didn't
going to
know
be
what we were doing.
the phoenix rising from the ashes. What
Yeah,
you
so if you want some leggings, we're focusing on leggings, but that's
Yep.
okay.
do you know who our new creative designer is?
You.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, fantastic.
creative designer, CMO.
I'm
Everything.
HR only.
Ah,
I can only help you out there.
Yeah.
No, so I thought it'd be great to talk about Stitch Up, what's happening,
Mhm.
where we're at. We've obviously got quite a fair few shows right now.
Mhm.
What are we focusing on?
I don't want to give all our
That's
IP
true.
away
Oh,
Well, why don't-
because there are people watching us constantly.
really?
I think we should
Oh,
go
yeah.
through each show.
I just made that up.
I feel like there would be. I feel like we should go through each show and should we just talk about what it is and what we've learned from it?
I think that's a really good idea.
I think so too. You go first.
Do we? Well, let's start with the show that we affectionately called the Lesbian Show,
Mm-hmm.
the Hot Lesbians.
Well, it's the 2.0.
2.0.
Yeah, 2.0.
Still not straight.
Mm.
With Tessa and Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon has been a great addition to the team.
I'm
Mhm.
so happy with Shannon. I think she is such good value and a really amazing human.
Shout out to Tully Louise who found Shannon.
Mm.
She's like,
I've been
"Oh,"
following her for like 10 years.
Mm.
she's like, I don't know if this lady's like gay or not, but like she's really cool. And she posted this with a girl. And
I knew she was gay when I saw when she was in LA, which if you listen to SNS, you know that story.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's been such a great addition to the show alongside Tessa. I think they're such a great combo.
And the community they're building is really, really lovely.
What have you learnt from that show? Well, I've actually learnt a lot.
Oh,
Sully
I've
has
learned,
done a lot.
I've learned a lot. What have I learnt? I've learnt a lot of stuff when it comes to community and people feeling a little bit isolated
Mm.
because of the comments they get and what I know you get on the social media side. It's nice for people to be seen and heard,
Yeah.
and they do it in an entertaining way.
Yeah. I think for me, I mean, like I've learnt so many things. Like I just learnt what a Hugh Hall was and like just some sayings
I
and
learned
stuff.
what's the carabiner.
What's that? Oh, the thing on the
Clip.
pant,
Yep.
which now all the kids wear the bloody Labubus on the pant. Is
Yeah.
that the same thing? I don't know.
Yes.
No. I've also learned how strong that community has become. Like I was just editing some snippets before and one of the questions on this week's episode was from someone saying, how do you like become or how do you get into a queer community and stuff like that? And they're like, oh, well, we're pretty lucky. We've built a community and stuff like that. And I think for me, community and just they've changed so many young girls' lives from like, you know, and it could be anything like cultural or whatever, but they've changed so many young girls' lives and making them feel comfortable and seen. And I've learned that is pretty fucking powerful. What about you?
I think the community aspect has been amazing. I think that was the premise of the show. We wanted to create that show, and this before we, auditioned anybody for the second iteration of it. It was always about focusing on bringing together, I would say, that minority. And I think that it does an exceptional job. Do we do it perfectly? Probably not. I think that sometimes we get a bit excited with the way in which some conversations go and whatnot. But I think that, like with anything, you can't always keep everyone happy. I think that Shannon has been an incredible addition. I mean, Tessa's a natural when it comes to presenting. She's pretty much media trained. I love when she says she just gets on the couch and she blacks out, because I think that just shows her power in the sense of who she is as a podcaster and as a presenter. But together they've just taken everything to the next level. So I think watch this space. I think we're going to be doing a lot more with the girls, which extends that community from a parasocial relationship to very much an in-person and social relationship as best that we can. So we'll be testing and learning some stuff coming up, which will be fun. And pumped.
You're pumped for it?
Pumped.
I think it's great.
I think it's a great show. It's really fun.
I think one thing that I took from, before we get on to our next show, we had a Christmas breakup with the whole team, and we're like a mixed bag of all sorts, our whole team.
Yeah.
The way we sat down, and it just was so natural for everyone to get along. Like you had Tessa sitting opposite Kate Forster that then wanted to sit next to Trent, and then Trent sitting next to Kate Forster, and then
David the medium.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
It was so nice to see everyone that we spend our days with.
Yeah, individually, then all together.
So
yeah,
I
and getting
like
along.
that.
Like it truly, and even for some of the team to be like, can we do this more often?
Yeah, like the talent were like, oh, I thought she was going to be such and she was so lovely.
100%.
Yeah.
And I said to Elisha, I've got an idea for later on in the year for the whole team. And I'm like, you know what? I think it would be really nice for us to all just go do something, and there will be a bigger element around it, of course, but for us to all go away and have some fun.
Yeah.
Next show?
Kate.
Oh, what a
Kate fucking Forster.
awesome.
Love
Kate
her.
fucking Forster.
Yeah. We love Kate. So again, Kate, all the shows I love, but like I feel like Kate is just like a no bullshit person, but also Tansy, like I love, is so intelligent.
So funny too.
And so funny. What have I learned from
I
that
feel
show?
like I just hear Elisha cackling all the time when those two are in a room.
Oh, it's because they're so clever.
Yeah.
I love how
They're so
I love how
smart.
clever that they are. I love the conversations that they, and in fairness, we don't do a lot of intricate producing for that show. We kind of let the conversation flow because it has to, and I think that there's that, having that, the view of the younger gen versus the more mature generation. It's just that together is just chef's kiss. It's just, it's so great to listen to, and I love hearing them argue over everything and anything.
I agree. I think they're great. And one of my favorite episodes was the one that was last week with Tansy speaking about her disability. I just love that would have touched so many people's like I was reading the comments, like parents of kids that have disabilities, people with disabilities, and I just loved how she spoke about that. I found that really interesting.
Two amazing humans.
Yeah.
That I think I get smarter from via osmosis just being around them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
And lots more to come. We've got Kate's birthday coming up in May. So
May
Fun.
23rd.
we would like anyone who, that's if there's any tickets left, because it's selling a little bit faster than
quick.
what we
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
So and we don't have capacity to make it any bigger at this point. So if you're hearing this, check if there's still any left. Don't know.
I think it's going to be a great night.
it's going to be awesome.
Leishy wants to go out and get on the turf.
We're going to get on the
Guys,
turfs.
we're working first and then
on the turfs.
We're going to send it.
and home by 6:30.
7.
Yay,
7. No, I love that show too. It's great.
Shaped. Do you know what? Shaped season
5 or 6.
Six, I
Yeah.
is about to come out,
Yes.
and I think it could be one of the most transformative
Yeah.
seasons that we have had
Mm.
with athletes
Mixed
and
bucket.
post athletes, and I think the conversations we're going to have are quite powerful,
Mm.
and hopefully keeps the momentum going in changing the landscape of the AFL.
Yeah. I mean, Trent obviously like interviews a whole heap of athletes, but I agree. I think this season's going to be absolutely phenomenal, and I'm really excited. I think with Trent's show, a lot of people look up to athletes and stuff and think they're like these superheroes and like super gods. And I think with Trent's show, after listening to every single episode and sitting in with recordings, it's just like a lot of people, we seem to forget that these people are just humans.
Yeah.
And I love that show for how powerful and like vulnerable it is. And I think it's so different to the other ones that we have. I like it.
I agree with you. I think this season's going to be one that is very transformative for a lot of people. I mean, the thing with Trent is he's just gone, I mean, we're 6 seasons in. He's gone from strength to strength in the way in which he interviews. And I think that he gets deeper and deeper. And the reality is that there's so much to take away from, it doesn't matter whether you've played sport, it doesn't matter what you've done. At the end of the day, the nuggets that come out of those conversations just make everyone feel that little bit more human. There was one last week which we recorded, which I won't give away too much about, but I think for me it was like, wow, this really hits home. And I think that I've got nothing to do with, playing that sport or being that gender or any of those things. But there's always those nuggets that you can take away. We do need to find, I think different for what we do with Shape versus what a lot of other people do with, I guess, sporting type podcasts or vodcasts, is that we want depth, and that's sometimes really hard to find. It's very hard to find, not because people aren't deep, but because some people are just not willing to share. So inviting people on, they know they're not coming on for a good old laugh. They have to come on to, when they come on, they know that they're going to be put in a position where they are vulnerable, which can be confronting. So we do have situations where people will just hard out say no, especially generations that are older. So if you are, players of the 90s and the early 2000s, I think if you hear this, to reach out, because people of your generation still have time to fix. So we'd love to see more of that. But yeah, I mean, it's I think we keep keeping on with Shaped. We follow our own course. We don't get distracted by what other people are doing. Our job is not to make people giggle and do, what's it called? Pranks and all the rest. It's not. There are plenty of podcasts for that, and they're great at it. That's just not what that's about. So
excited.
Let's
Keep season.
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah. And then David.
One of my favorites, David's.
David's is great.
I want to do something with David. Everyone knows what I want to do. It involves something we've done previously on Curious.
Oh, yep.
I think would.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I sat in
exactly.
the car.
Exactly. I think that would be great.
But where?
Many different places.
Why don't you just tell the people?
Okay. I want to do like haunted house tours with David. When we did our Curious,
not like at the carnival, like real.
No, like
haunted
real
houses.
life, real haunted houses, and we're
the Kew Cemetery is looking very overgrown at the moment.
Oh no, sorry.
That could be a good one to.
But would there be too many? I mean, we need to ask David this.
I'll sage
people.
myself. Sage myself, and I'll sage you.
I'll blow up.
So we've just started David's. Is it third
Yes.
season?
Third
season,
Yep.
and there is a really exciting. And I purposely haven't even like listened or watched this, but there is one guest in this season I'm very excited about.
We just keep
I don't
pulling
know
out.
where we pull these people
Yeah,
from.
Literally.
Love them all.
Instagram.
Yeah.
But like, I think the beauty of David's show is that it's like it can be anyone.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You don't need to be super famous for anything.
Mm.
Like it can just be anyone from any walk of life. That ultimately we want them to have a form of a profile because, or else people might not want to tune in.
Yeah.
Like if I went and had a reading with them, I don't think anyone's going to listen to that.
Mm.
So
I would
think-
100%
Yeah,
because
'cause you
you're
wanna
always
know
like,
everything.
don't look at me.
don't
David,
look at
don't
me.
look at
Don't
me.
look at me, David.
But
Don't
even
look at me.
having said that, the death doula on his, I
Yeah.
think that's one of the top.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Death doula was like, I was like, oh, I don't really know if I want to listen to this or watch this, but
I was there in real life.
Do you know
Were
the funny
you?
thing? And I'm going to bring her name up again, Mel Robbins. Her husband's a death doula.
oh yeah, she said
Is that
that last
right?
night. Yeah.
Her husband's a
hell.
death doula.
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
Okay.
interesting occupation.
Yeah, but David's just getting like bigger. He's like,
never cease to amaze. His skill never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah.
Like you have people
Yeah.
sitting on the couch being like, there's no
Yeah.
way you could have known that. Like,
But
no
I think
way.
what's also been really wonderful to watch with Dave is he's just had this huge
Growth.
Yeah.
growth, and it's not even about the podcast, just him
Yeah.
as a person.
Yeah.
His powers, his live show. When I say his powers, his
Opportunities,
abilities,
yeah.
no powers, superpowers,
Superpowers.
Power Ranger.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Yeah, I think that there's been this. We've kind of been alongside him,
Mm.
you know, through that and or seeing it as it's
Mm.
happening. So that's been awesome for him.
Yeah.
So any way
That's
that we
so
can,
true. His
That's-
growth has been amazing.
That's what I love. Like when he comes in here so excited, or we bring something that
Yeah.
we've been, everyone is the biggest cheerleader for
Yeah.
everyone.
Mm.
And that's what I love. David comes to you with questions and you're like, do this, do that. That's fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah. No, he's such a great person to be around, and I think what's really interesting to me, I mean, I spend most days with you two, and one of you is fucking woo woo as all hell.
Yeah,
is
Tal.
that this? I feel like there's more and more interest from people in that,
Mm.
in the
Mm.
woo woo side of
Mm.
life.
Yeah.
you know, and I think he brings I don't want to say he dumbs it down because he's such a smart bloke, but I'm just saying I think he makes it more
Approachable.
palatable.
Yeah.
accessible.
That's the whole premises. So when we're thinking of a show concept and we're like, what is it going to look like? I remember we sat down with David and we're like, what's your ideal of this?
Mm.
And he's like, I want to bring spirituality to the masses.
Yeah,
He's
and
like,
he's number one every fucking week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Every week, spirituality, Dave is number one.
Yep. And he's like, I want to normalize it. I want to sit down with these people that you wouldn't assume had a spiritual side to
Yeah.
them or might come a bit
Cagey.
Yeah.
cagey. And then next minute, they're all talking about
Mm.
their experiences and their beliefs and their faith. And you're like, you're being shown different sides of people that you would never
Yeah.
get from any other interview.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
For as much as I'll give one of the guests that's coming up, Trent's on the couch with him.
Mm.
I've never seen Trent speak like that in a previous interview before because it's always
So
been about
true.
football.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
awesome.
so true.
So good.
And he was very
I didn't see
he
that
was
one, but-
very
Yeah.
self-aware and like
Oh.
shocked me a little
Yeah.
bit. I was like, oh, whoa.
Yep. And just how in tune he was. David,
okay.
SNS, Kate.
Who else is there?
Who are we forgetting?
Oh, for
Us.
hell's sake.
For hell's sake, we're launching-
Curious while we're here now, so
Yeah.
we don't. Do we
A
need to
life
talk
of
about it?
greatness.
Curious is the OG, baby.
It's
Yeah.
the OG.
Do you know what? We
It's a
don't
testing
even-
ground
It's the
for
one,
everything.
this
We
is
don't
the one
even-
that gets forgotten about.
Do you know what? This is the OG, baby. This is what started Stitch Up.
True.
But we don't have our own set. We just rotate into other
I
people.
And
kinda
so you
like it.
should.
Yes.
I kind of like it. It just
We
like
don't have it in the budget.
Yeah, exactly.
like it.
You never know what you're going to get,
No,
but
it's
you
right.
do know what you're going to get.
a good conversation.
Great conversation.
That's
We
right.
had, so when Lex left, she's like, that was great. Like I had fun. It was literally just talking,
Yeah.
To
having a
friends.
conversation with a mic in front
Yeah,
of you.
absolutely.
And we've had that since day dot when people are like, it's like I'm listening in the car and just having a chat with
Yeah.
two girlfriends.
Well, that was why we started it, right? Like, and we were already going to start it before COVID, but we continued in COVID lockdown.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, whoa, I feel like I'm with my girlfriends and I feel part of something because it was quite depressing in Melbourne.
Mm.
And we've continued to do that.
people
which
have
is
been
good.
through tally fighting, tears, babies,
Mm.
breakups.
Fucking all of it. It's a long time. 2020.
Yeah, it's ages.
Years. That's
100%.
insane.
Uh,
For health's sake.
We've also
For
got a life of greatness.
yes.
Yes, a life of
Let's not
greatness.
forget that.
Yep.
A life of greatness has been a huge learning curve for us. I mean, we're taking on an existing. It's the only podcast we've taken on other than Dave's, but Dave's was kind of.
Very different.
It was very different. That was a very different
a new
time.
concept.
But and it's a new concept. But yeah, Life of Greatness is the only podcast we've ever taken on that we haven't had.
Mm.
What's the word?
Not like
A part in
yeah.
creating.
Yeah.
You know, so if you didn't know, what we do at Stitch Up is not what you see advertised across other studios. We don't have everyone and
Hire.
anyone just coming in to hire out the studio unless it's kind of a mates thing where they need to use it. We create shows from scratch and generally hunt out the hosts or work with a said person on creating a concept for a show.
Mhm.
So some people come to us with a concept and we go yes or no,
Mm.
and that's not personal. It's just about where we see the market going and what we see as important that aligns with the values of this business. Sarah's is one that does. So Sarah's A Life of Greatness is one that we took on start of this year, which has been a bit of a ride, yeah?
Yeah.
It's been learning. It's been being introduced to huge names that we would never have, got in the same room with. I mean, we had Marianne Williamson, who to some people you might not know, but to
Massive.
our mum's generations is huge.
Ran for American president twice.
Like, sitting, shoulder to shoulder with someone like that. It's just like, it's more just like, what the hell is this life?
Yeah.
How did this even happen? So that's been awesome. We had the Glucose Goddess on 2 weeks ago.
good.
She was incredible and such a lovely person. So that's been great. And I think that will keep on keeping on and see where that takes us. But they've got a huge partnership with coming up or is in place at the moment with Wonderlust, which has been the perfect alignment for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or for Sarah and the team. And then we've got our
For
newest.
health,
Yes.
for health's sake, with Yana. Yeah, so I wanted to do like a health podcast for such a long time, and who's that girl I love? Summer Fridays, the founder, Marianne
Williamson.
Hewitt.
Yeah, Marianne Hewitt. Something on that level where I feel like it's not dumbing health down, but it's making like health a little bit more like approachable and relatable and just easy.
Yeah.
And Yana's been really good at that. Like, still my favorite episode was the 5 habits and the grief. I think the grief episode was phenomenal.
And I think another thing that we've taken from that show is community as well. We did
Yeah.
our first
Oh, yeah, true.
community walk with
I loved that.
the For Health's Sake community the other day, and we enjoyed that to
Yeah.
the point where we were like to Yana, how often do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it weekly, bi-weekly, monthly? And she's like, let's do it monthly. Tal and I were having chats with the health practitioner from our local health food store at South. Well, not my local, but I shop there. Definitely not my
local at
local.
all. Yeah.
Might have to train there with the fuel prices at the
Yes, fuck
moment.
yeah.
Bloody
Yeah.
hell. But it was nice chatting with like-minded people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I would never have probably had a conversation with her or come across her like just walking the tan without
But
that
you know
community.
what was really interesting about that for me was similar to what we were talking about connection before. It's like it doesn't always have to be anything other than just a
Conversation.
well, a common interest, right? Like what Lex was saying about needing to have, in order for a friendship or whatever it is to move forward, there has to be some sort of common ground, right?
Yeah.
If you have to be aligned, whether it be on values or whatever it is. And I think that was really interesting. You had these people that didn't know each other. Some did, some didn't. Coming to a place. There's a lot of vulnerability in doing that.
Absolutely.
And but everyone getting along and chatting and everything else because they had this common interest, and that interest was bettering themselves and health. And following the same pages, shopping at the same places, eating the same foods and all those sorts of things. So more of that. I mean, like you just said, the more that we can do of that about bringing people together in the one place, the better for everyone.
Yeah.
So
if you don't listen to Health for Health's Sake, you just want to meet like-minded people or cool people, definitely come along, and you're getting movement in at the same time.
Yeah, Alicia's cool. You can meet cool people like
Yeah.
Alicia.
But it's be crazy. Like when we were standing there, it's just so crazy how community is becoming such a big thing. There was like about 6 run clubs, and I think they had at least 50 to 100 people in each run club. And when I saw that, I was like, whoa, this is so powerful and amazing. Personally, I'd prefer to have a walk club because I would like to talk and walk at the same time. I can't do that if I'm running, but it just goes to show that it is pretty powerful.
And I just want to shout out our next podcast, which will be hosted by Elisha. What happened to Nancy Guthrie?
Oh, yes.
don't worry. Me and Kate Foster are figuring it out.
Seriously, I want to know.
Do you know
I
what?
think she's still alive.
I don't know. But I want to know.
Oh,
And
she's
I want to know
kidnapped,
because
surely.
I can't believe that they haven't found her.
So I was going to say I think she's kidnapped, but you're right. You were saying before, no one's asked for money or anything. So surely not.
No one really understands the why.
The
It's
daughter
very
got
weird.
notes originally, didn't they? And then the
I
ring
think
cam.
there's been like things that they could prove, there's things that they haven't.
Mm.
Imagine approaching a house with a ring cam and not covering you or not being fully covered, or even approaching a house that has a ring cam.
Yeah.
Like, how are you not prepared for that?
It's very weird.
It's very weird. Anyway.
I hope she still is alive, but
Well,
she's
she
never going to be
needed-
the same.
she
'cause
needed
she's gonna be absolutely
medication.
traumatized.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Some
true.
poor old lady.
Yeah.
Oh, that
She
makes me
asked for
really
that.
sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Wrap it up.
We actually do have a new
yeah,
show
'cause you
coming
need
out
to
this
go
year
school.
because this is going to hold me accountable.
2:45.
Pew, pew, pew.
I know.
Yeah, if that's people want to know how our days go, Elisha leaves at 2:45.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
That's true. Yep. Tully.
I work from home and not on Tuesdays or Thursdays. And if I have to go to the studio, I get someone to look after Roller.
And I live here.
She's a fucking liar.
I reckon you should
While
just get
she's
a new
out
computer.
with all her friends
Yeah.
at night, we're catching up.
Yes, exactly.
Good. All right.
See ya.
Love you.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.